All right, here we go. Gonna put on a new shower door for my buddy. Shout out to RG. He purchased a glass door with the frame. It's a nice aluminum frame and whatnot. The old one was pretty beat up. So I already scraped out all the silicone and took out all the screws and whatnot for the old one. So I'm not gonna go through that. We're just gonna get right to it. All right, so step one says to take the bottom track and measure. That's gonna go right in this lower area right here. And we're gonna measure the width here. And then it says to cut it 1/8 shorter than the measurement. All right, so here we are. We're gonna measure the width of the opening here. And go 58 1/4 on that bad boy. I already measured out our bottom portion of the shower frame, 58 1/4 like we stated earlier. And I put a little scratch mark in it with the screw right here because it's metal. And then I just put a little scuff with my hacksaw, so I already know where I'm going to be. I got my reciprocating saw out, and then I got this thing put it up against the guide there as best I can, and we're just gonna go for it and try to cut as straight as possible, nice and easy. Hold this thing tight. Yeah, looks like we're going straight. Yeah, we're on the right path. There we go. Cool. It was binding up from the metal compressing together there, but we got through it, and that's a pretty nice cut. We will file that off, and that one's ready to roll. Cool, I'm just gonna file off the edges, deburr them a little. It looks pretty. And so it's not sharp. Stuff's aluminum, so I'm just kissing it just a little bit, just a little taparoo. All right, next we're going to install this bottom track. Actually just going to set it down in there according to the directions, and it goes with this channel facing down and this black rubber plastic or rubber. Set it in there just like that. Looks kind of pretty. That's gonna look dope when it's done. All right. And then it says to step number 3 is next to put the door jamb right like that, basically in between that section. All right, next step here says to put the door jamb on top of the track. So let me take it off so you guys can see. It's gonna go from here downward. So it's gonna be like on the outside of it, sitting right in this little edge. Let me see if we can get a good shot. All right. When you set it down, it sets right on top of this beveled edge and to the side of this edge. Sounds kind of confusing, but it's because it is. So it's going to sit like that, sort of. You'll see. You can see where that edge meets the bottom there. So it intersects. Go real close. Hopefully you can get that shot. All right. So I'm gonna put this back down there. Try to straighten it out as best as possible. And then it says to get the door jamb plumb using our level. Checking the side to side action. Right there. It's nice in between those level lines. Yeah, I think it's good right there. Gonna hold that in place. I'll hold on to it with my other hand. Cool. And then we just mark the holes on the tile. It's gonna be the holes we're gonna drill out in a minute. Got that one. Get this middle one. And just double check your level when you're marking, because you don't want to move the door jamb, or things move as you go. Cool. I can see I got a mark right there. Another one right there. So we're ready to drill. I'm gonna take this off. Set it to the side. Alrighty. All right, here goes everything. So I'm about to drill into this tile. I got my glass and tile set. They have them at Lowe's and Home Desperate for sure. I'm starting out with an 1/8 inch bit, and it's a glass and tile specific bit. I always start with a smaller hole pilot hole because it's easier to control as far as getting it right on center, and we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, I just double check before I get in too deep. All right, y'all, fast forward. I got me a spray bottle with some just water in it, just so we can spray as we go, help clean out the hole. But we're all the way through this hole now. Took me a little while. That's our pilot hole. I'll go on to the next one, but I recommend steady pressure, good bit, and also some spray bottle for water. All right, I'm on hole number 3. Just wanted to give you some quick tips. Don't spin the drill too fast. Try to go slow and steady. These are brand new drill bits, but it's still taking me about 5 minutes a piece. I'm drilling and then I'm spraying water in there. All right, time to install the anchor insert. Here's what we got going right there. It's just gonna go in the hole. You should be able to kind of push them in with your thumb. You could tap them in with something else. Get this bottom one down here. There it is. All right, we've got all 3 in there, and now we're ready. Alrighty, let's put a couple screws in this bad dog here. I'm just setting this in here with a couple screws. I still need to put silicone for the instructions, but I want to put a screw in here, 2 screws in here, just so that I can ensure the next one I measure is nice in line with this one. So this one will be stationary, just ever so lightly. It's still a little bit loose, but it's good enough for what I got going. So what I'm talking about is, I know the directions say, hey, pre-drill them and do the whole thing first, all 3 of them, both sides. But what I found is that if you do something like that and you don't get it, the measurement perfect, like let's say the edge of this wall here is different than the edge of this wall over here, then you're not going to be able to get the measurement right. So I'm just going to set it up how it looks visually appealing. The bottom track here, nice and linear. And once I get that, so whole reason for having this piece in right here is because now that's in place. That's my reference point. And then I can line this guy up really nice and then mark my holes for the next jam, drill that out. Then we'll do the final installation with silicone and all that. Alrighty, here we go. We're gonna put this door jamb on. The instructions say to lay some silicone down there. Actually, prior to that, we're gonna put the door track, the bottom one, on. Let's get this in my hand so you can see it. So this guy right here, let's get you a better camera angle. It's gonna go down like so. The directions say to put silicone along this edge here. So I'm going to do that because it's good to follow directions. I just got this kitchen and bath silicone 100% clear from Home Depot, so we'll have at it. Whoa, got a little bit too much, a little excited there. All right. I'm just putting a bead along that whole area. Yeah, I'm missing it. I'm not as cool as some of the other guys on YouTube. You're not missing much. I'm just, you see in this shot here. I'll give you a better camera shot. All right, so basically I just put a bead of silicone all along both these edges per the instructions. Okay, feel good about that. Put a little bit more over here. A little more over here. Okay, setting that down somewhere on a towel where you can't get things dirty, and then be careful not to get this on your hands because it's sticky. Approximately right there. I'm just gonna lightly set it in there before I put the door jamb on. That's about where it's supposed to be. And then I'll put some on the back of this guy. Directions say to put some on this too. So we're gonna do that. Same thing. Put a nice bead, about 1/4 inch. We're still gonna seal up the sides, so put another little bead, some of the spots I missed. All right. That'll do it. Time to install. Push it down. Get one screw in there. All right. Got one in there. Let's put another one. All right. Leave it loose until I get the third one in. Always good practice. Get them all in. Gives you a little wiggle room to work with. There we go. Okay, now I got it. Now I'll tighten them. Don't get too crazy. You want to strip that thing out. All right, there's that. All right, here we go. I don't know, with the holes. Last one. This one's still loose. Alright, just double checking tomorrow. I think we got that. And then the instructions say to push this down firmly now that I'm in place. Look at that. Wow. Looking sexy. I like it. Alright, I'm going to continue to the next phase. We'll be back. Alright guys, hey, earlier I forgot to put in these guys when I fastened this track down with the door jamb. So don't forget to put these guys in. They're like the bumpers for the door. I'm just gonna take the screw out and I'll put them in. All right. Things happen. Everybody makes mistakes. Just correct them and you'll be fine. Let's see, get this a little bit more. Cool. All right, well that's it. I just wanted to show you that before we move on to get the top part of the door. All right, here we go. Look at this mess we got here. Let me tidy up. I was about to cut the top of the door frame for our new sliding glass door installation in my buddy's house. So I already made the line. I measured it out before I got out here. It was like 58 and a quarter or 8 or 16. And then we're gonna do the same thing like we did with the door. The bottom track is just slowly cut this bad doggy. Here we go. We don't have a battery. Dumbass. All right, here we go. Nice and easy. Here we go, we're about to install the top track on the top of the door jambs. And this just simply goes on top. All right, that's what we got going on. Top piece on, ready to rock and roll. And put the doors out next. All right, here we go. We're gonna install the door, one of the glass doors. I already put one in, you can see it there. They go in pretty easy. Pretty much just lift them up. Put the bottom down first. It's gonna swing out the glass at an angle. And then slide them up and into the track. And they just kind of hang on there, just like that. Just like that. All right. Looking good. So, all right, we're getting close. I'll put the door handles on, and then the guide that goes on here to keep them from swinging, and we'll be just about done. Time to finish up the shower door install. The next piece, since I already put the doors in, is this little divider here, or this track guide. So slide it in there. It only goes one way. You'll kind of figure it out, but best thing to do is put the doors off to one side, all the way to one side, and then center this piece with the edge of the doors, you know, as best as possible. I think that looks pretty sexy right there. Just get it over a little bit. We can measure, but it looks pretty damn good to me. So the directions said to use an 1/8 inch bit, and on the inside is where, hey, what's our vacuum cleaner doing in here? The inside says, directions say to do an 1/8 inch drill bit, and I'm just gonna go gently. All right, miss it. Did I hit it? Yeah. There we go. There's one hole. Good thing I got my vacuum cleaner right here. The shower, put the divider in there, the little guide. Right here. There's that one. Make sure we're lined up, and I'll do the next one. There's that guy. Hold this one in place. Hit the next one. Cool. Get our vacuum cleaner. Alrighty. And since we got a caulk gun right here, part of the directions, we want to caulk everywhere. Seal it up real nice. I'm just gonna put this old caulk on this rag, and I'm gonna run a little bead across here. Nice and even bead right next to the track. There we go. All right, I'll get another one going off to the side. And a nice bead, don't jack it up like I did. And then you can just run your finger across it afterwards to get it like super sexy. That's what we're gonna do. I got my rag here. I'm gonna use the glove action. I'll do it right here too. On the bottom. Cool. Keep going. Hopefully you guys got all that. And I'm gonna get my little bit of TP toilet paper here just to wipe excess. And a little bit along up here that I'm gonna get, just gotta get the excess off. Just get it as sexy as you can. You can just get the rag and you wipe off all the excess. So I'm gonna get cut and go get a nice microfiber cloth and give that another wipe down. But you get it as sexy as you want. I'm gonna wipe it down real nice so there's no excess silicone on the parts where there doesn't need to be. And we'll continue. Now that we drilled out the holes for the divider and we caulked everything around, and I used just 100% silicone for a kitchen bath from Home Desperate. But now that we've done that, I'm gonna put these screws in somewhere around here. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. It was there somewhere. Alright. Next one. Done. You don't need to slam them all tight. It's just a little plastic piece. So, alright, now we're going to do the door handles. Easy enough. Alright. Plastic off. I'm going to do one on the inside, one on the outside. See if I can get them. So I didn't follow directions to these. There's a little rubber washer here. Two. One will go on the door handle side. And one will go on the other side. Alright. Put it on the door handle. Boo. Don't break it. Gotta get this plastic washer on the other side first. Alright. Alright. I took this little track guide loose, took it off so that I can swing the door out and get behind there. Don't forget the washer. And there it is. I got one door handle on. Let's see if this thing does anything. Yep, I came with this little pin to help you tighten the door knot, the door screws, door handle screws. Alright, there it is, all sexy and pretty and installed. Shower door install, done, baby.